Alright, so in this quick lesson, we'll just be fixing a couple of bugs in our game. So one of the bugs being that whenever we dash, we actually stay falling down. Now, this may be an effect that you want, but I personally don't want this effect. So what I want to do is I want to keep it a fixed position on the y-axis, so we don't actually fall when we dash. So this is actually pretty easy to achieve. When you start dashing, you can actually just type in rb.constraints, so rb as in the class, rigid body, dot constraints equals rigid body 2D constraints dot freeze position on the y. So only on the y position, and also freeze the rotation. So by doing this, when you are dashing, when you start to dash, you don't move up or down and you don't rotate. Now when you finish dashing, just type in the same thing, but instead of freeze position on the y, delete the little y right here and put in this little icon right here. Type in this little icon. So basically what we have right here is we want to select the constraint on the, we want to set the constraint on the y-axis, but we want on right here when we stop dash, but when we stop dashing, we want to remove the constraint. So this character is for removing the constraint on the x and y axis. And we want to just set a constraint on the rotation. And also one more thing, I added a dash amount and the dash counter. So the same way we did the dash amount and the dash counter for the double jump effect, but I just made it so that when you start jumping, when you dash, when you start dashing, it actually checks to see if the dash counter is bigger than 0, and if that is the case, then decrease the dash counter by 1. And when you are grounded, dash counter equals dash amount, and in this case, dash amount is 1, so dash counter equals 1. And now if we play, when we jump, and I go left, I can dash, but I can't dash 2 times while in the air. So I can dash multiple times in the ground, but not multiple times in the air.